Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by all the rules, expectations, and advice out there on how to live a good life? It can feel like you're trying to follow 1,000 different roadmaps at once. What if I told you that the most profound guide to a meaningful life could be simplified into just two core principles? It's a question that was once posed to Jesus himself. Teacher, which is the greatest commandment in the law? His answer is so simple, yet so profound, that it has the power to reorient our entire existence. Today, we're diving deep into what are known as the Great Commandments, a blueprint for a life filled with purpose, connection, and joy. So, what was this groundbreaking answer? In the book of Matthew, chapter 22, we read, Jesus replied, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind." But this is the first and greatest commandment. Let's pause and really unpack that. Love the Lord your God. This isn't just about belief or religious observance. The language here is deeply personal and all-encompassing. It speaks of love, the most powerful human emotion, directed towards our Creator. First, with all your heart. The heart, in ancient terms, was seen as the very center of your being, your will, your emotions, your desires. To love God with all your heart means aligning your deepest desires with His. It's about wanting what is good, what is pure, and what is true. It's asking ourselves, what truly drives me? What gets me out of bed in the morning? And then intentionally directing that passion and energy towards a relationship with God. It's a love that isn't just a feeling that comes and goes. It's a conscious choice, a commitment that shapes our decisions every single day. Next, with all your soul. The soul often refers to our unique identity, our very life force. To love God with all your soul is to live out your entire life as an expression of that love. It means that every part of you, your personality, your talents, your quirks, your very breath, is engaged in this relationship. It's not about compartmentalizing our faith into a Sunday morning activity. Instead, it's about integrating it into our work, our hobbies, our friendships. It's about seeing our whole life, our very essence, as an opportunity to honor and connect with God. And finally, with all your mind. This is so crucial. Faith is not a blind leap in the dark. We are called to love God with our intellect, our reason, and our thoughts. This means studying, asking questions, and seeking to understand more about God's character and His ways. It means engaging our minds to discern wisdom from foolishness, truth from falsehood. It encourages us not to check our brains at the door, but to use them to appreciate the wonder of creation, to understand Scripture more deeply, and to think critically about how our faith applies to the complex issues of our world. When we combine our heart, soul, and mind, we offer a complete and holistic love. It's a love that is passionate, personal, and intelligent all at once. This, Jesus says, is the first and greatest commandment. It's our primary purpose, the foundation upon which everything else is built. But He doesn't stop there. Immediately after giving the greatest commandment, Jesus adds something just as important. He says, "And the second is like it, love your neighbor as yourself." This is where our vertical love for God turns horizontal and extends out to the people around us. Notice He says it is like it. This isn't a lesser optional extra. The two are intrinsically linked, like two sides of the same coin. You can't truly do one without the other. Your love for God is authenticated and made visible by your love for people. So what does it mean to love your neighbor as yourself? Let's break down that last part first. As yourself. This assumes a healthy level of self-care and self-respect. We naturally want what's best for ourselves. We feed ourselves when we're hungry, we seek comfort when we're hurt, we desire respect and dignity. The commandment is to extend that same level of care, concern, and desire for well-being to others. It's the ultimate expression of empathy. It's putting yourself in someone else's shoes and asking, How would I want to be treated in this situation? This isn't just about being nice. It's a radical call to action. It means showing compassion to the person who is struggling, even if their struggle is different from our own. It means offering forgiveness to someone who has wronged us, just as we hope to be forgiven when we make mistakes. It means celebrating the successes of others rather than being envious. It means standing up for those who are marginalized or treated unfairly because we would want someone to stand up for us. And who is our neighbor? In a famous parable, Jesus made it clear that our neighbor isn't just the person living next door or someone in our social circle. Our neighbor is anyone we encounter who is in need. It's the coworker having a tough day, the stranger on the street, the family member we disagree with, and yes, even our enemies. This commandment tears down the walls we build between us and them. It calls us to a universal love that reflects the character of God Himself. A love that is unconditional and extends to everyone, without exception. When you put these two commandments together, you get a beautiful, self-reinforcing cycle. As we grow in our love for God, understanding His grace, mercy, and unconditional love for us, our hearts are softened and changed. That change naturally overflows into how we treat others. We begin to see people not as obstacles or competitors, but as individuals created and loved by the same God we love. And conversely, as we practice loving others, showing patience, kindness, and service, we gain a deeper understanding of the heart of God. Our actions of love become a form of worship. Living by these two principles simplifies everything. Instead of getting lost in a complex web of religious rules, we have a clear and simple filter for all our actions. In any situation, we can ask ourselves, is this decision an expression of love for God? And is this action an expression of love for my neighbor? If the answer is yes to both, you're on the right track. This isn't an easy path, of course. We will fail. We will be selfish. We will fall short. But the beauty of it is that it's not about perfection. It's about direction. It's about orienting our lives toward love every single day. This is the path to a life of true significance, a life connected to God and to the people around us. Thank you so much for joining me today to explore these powerful truths. I hope this has been encouraging and has given you something to reflect on. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel for more content like this. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. How do you try to live out these two commandments in your daily life? Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.